Hello everybody, Stefano Gaming here. One sec, let me turn off my fan really quick so you guys can hear better. But I'm not doing my fucking keyboard. Alright, hello everybody. Oh fuck, wait, I need to adjust this one sec. Let me make that the right size. And that should be good. Alright, there we go. So now you guys should be able to see everything all nice and epic. Perfect. Alright, so now that you can see this, so here actually, right now I'm actually going to take the desktop audio and I'm going to mute that because I want to have a tiny bit of Spotify for me in the background so I can listen to something while, you know, doing this without, you know, Omega copyright. Because, you know, copyright bad. But, yeah, so one sec, let me... actually, technically, I could just play the... it's fine. Alright. So then whenever I actually start the thing, I'll just pause the thing, and then I'll, you know, unmute desktop audio. Let me also switch it to live chat so I can see everything. Alright, sweet. There we go. Alrighty. So, I did a few small little adjustments, while, like, off stream. They're very, very small, minor things. Like I just, in the character select, which you'll see here. Again, no audio right now because I'm listening to Spotify. I added the whole, like, locked thing. But again, very, very small things. It basically just adds an overlay whenever it's, you know, whenever you are choosing a character that you don't have unlocked. Or like for the main menu, I did a small change where I just added that tiny outer ring just to make it a lot more like the original one. And also I just think it looks visually nicer. So, you know, so there's like a whole thing. Bam. So that should be good. Oh yeah, I also added a little anti-piracy thing. So it's basically, here, let me put that in here. There. Because I basically changed the way that the saving and loading works from the original. So in the original, it would create a, like, JSON file, like in your thing that had, like, all of your global variables. So, like, you know, what's it called? Oh, I'm having a stroke. basically like which characters you had unlocked, which ones you don't have unlocked, which achievements you have, kind of things like that. You know, certain statuses and shit like that and whatnot. But so I changed it now, instead of doing that where it like saves an entire file onto your thing and increases the size of the game. I just basically have it where it will check by the achievements that you have on Steam, which also works for anti-piracy because, you know, if you pirate the game, you don't have it on Steam, and thus, yeah, you could technically play the game, but you could only be playing as retro, and you can't unlock any achievements, and so, you know. But also, I even went the extra mile, actually, and I made it where if you're on the main menu and you don't have the thank you achievement, which is the one that you get for purchasing the game, then the game just doesn't do anything. And you just see the main menu on a, like the main menu music on a black screen, which, so that's pretty neat. So anti-piracy, yippee. Not that I was really having issues with that. I just thought, you know, it was super easy to implement. So I was like, might as well just toss it in there really quick, just for like convenience and whatnot. So yeah, so one sec. So I'm really quickly, we're just gonna go not through there. We're gonna go through here. And we are currently changing these to Airtrifine. And as you see, I was messing around with a, again, emphasize extremely prototype multiplayer. So if I go to like multiplayer test here, so I did like, you know, very basic stuff like the movement. So you can see, you know, I can walk around, I can do a little dash. Again, very primitive like stuff. This is mostly just for like testing shit. This won't probably be what the actual thing looks like. So we're just gonna like put that like right here. And so we're just gonna like set that there for a second. And so then if I go here and I launch another scene of it, let me open up the other one. Okay, here, so let me just do like a bugs out. Again, this is extremely prototype. One sec, let me full screen this, and then let me also just adjust the thing on the stream so that it, like, you know, fits the fucking screen and whatnot. Okay, then we'll do that, and then transform, center to screen. There we go. Okay, so instead though, we're gonna do a display capture really quick so you guys can see the whole thing. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna launch another thing. I'm gonna put this on the side, and we are gonna put the other preview on the side. And so if you see, if I click on this, you can see there's two things. Again, incredibly like primitive prototype thing. So if I go to this one, you can take a move around. And so like it looks fine in your thing. Obviously for the other person, you look a little laggy, but it, you know, hey, it's working, right? You know, and so like your thing at least moves smoothly, and you know, you can see which one is you by having the little face, and you can dash and everything works good. So, you know, again, very, very prototype. And as of right now, I think it can only, works locally. So like, not like on the same PC type locally. I mean like locally as in like, more like LAN. So like local area network in the sense of like, if you're on the same Wi-Fi connection or something. But eventually I'm probably going to end up scrapping this entire thing that I was doing right now and just go full on with the, Steam servers, like dedicated server shit, and try to just do something like that. So yeah, so we're going to take this whole thing and we're just going to basically scrap the entire thingy here. Except we're just going to, basically we're just moving some shit around so that it's like, it's going to work without the whole thing. I also decided to have, instead of different scenes for each character, we're just going to have them all on one scene, because that'll just be easier to adjusting, so that I don't have to worry too much about global variables as much, or not global variables, global objects. So I can kind of just put everything in one place and you don't have to worry about it. And also that'll greatly reduce the size of the game, which is, you know, really nice. So yeah, so let's put these here. So send the camera on players, good. And then we're also gonna have them, we're also doing it too in one scene with like all the stuff with all the characters in one. So then it's easier again if you're playing multiplayer in the future, if we decide to, you know, work on, I mean, eventually I will be deciding to work on that more, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we're gonna swap that around, and so we're gonna have if the player's moving, then they have the, you know, moving animation. If they're not moving, overstep for the past live stream. Nah, you're good, dude. It happens. It happens. I completely get it. You know, and I don't always stream at the most convenient times. It's kind of just a random thing where I just pop up out of nowhere, and I'm like, hi guys, and then they're like, what the fuck are you doing here? And I'm like, no, I'm just vibing. But yeah, so anyway, in the last two live streams, kind of a little recap is I recreated the entire main menu. So here, let me pause my Spotify so I don't get copyrighted, and then I'll turn on the desktop audio so you can hear, and then here we'll go into full screen, and so you can see, ta-da, brand new main menu, looking lit, even better than the original, my personal opinion. Everything works really good, looks really good. So we have like, that whole thing, if you click play, I still have to do the fade out there. But you can see, yeah, we have the character select, looking a lot better, so now you can actually see what their ability is. It's a little more compact, and instead of a giant ass play button, you just click on their name to play them. Obviously, right now, again, very, very primitive, like starting in it. But though, I'd say that's pretty fucking damn good progress. Having, main menu and the character select done already, and it only took me like an hour and 30 minutes for each, which is like actually insane. Like that's like crazy to me. Again, I do have all the art stuff from last time, so like that's obviously gonna make it go faster, but still, like that was pretty crazy to me. But yeah, so let's really quickly check this here. Oh, that's why. Oh no, never mind. It's the order. My bad. We're currently just going through this. I'm just gonna make sure it has the fade out. Okay. That is actually weird. That's supposed to... So if I click play, it should fade out, but it doesn't fade out. So we're going to have to find out why it does that. Okay, so fade... Let's double check that. Fade is false. It adds the opacity. Fade is true. It subtracts it. Okay. No, that's good. That's good. Oh, thank you. And yeah, honestly, I even think it kind of looks a little more fancy and professional than the original, even more polished even. And then also it's just going to be a lot easier to like add things like that and whatnot in the future. So one sec, we're just going to check through this really quick. Okay. So that should set that to that, and then interesting. That is really bizarre. That is weird, because it should. So that works fine, and then quitting works just fine. But if I click play, it should. Interesting how it doesn't fade out. Okay, yeah, fading, fade, false. Okay. Centering it is good, that's good. Doesn't need to be like faster, does it? Instead, that'd be quite surprising. Okay, one sec. So what if I just press it like immediately? I'm curious to see if that does anything. It doesn't. That is really weird. Because in theory, that should work just fine. And also, let me just double check in here, make sure that nothing's being weird. Yeah, because like when I click return on there, it works fine. That is confusing. Let's see. Yeah, so fade, Boolean variable, fading, false. Yeah. Interesting. Oh yeah, I've actually been doing that recently. I've started putting it on my Google Drive because, obviously last time, But I have been doing that, thankfully. Yeah, that is, definitely something I am doing this time because I'm not having a repeat of what happened last time. Because that would suck. Okay, so let me also just double check this. Because I'm trying to see what seems to be the problem on this. Because the fade is fading out properly. but it's not fading in. Or the other way around. You know what I mean. Interesting, interesting. Let's see. Let's try moving those. I know it's like a very small thing, but I'm curious to see if that just changes anything. No? Okay. Interesting, because that should work just fine. One sec, let me just like copy this, duplicate it, and then we're just gonna disable one of them and then just make it where it, like, all it does is that. Interesting, so clicking it doesn't do it. That's very peculiar considering that it does all the other actions. Okay, what if I just did like this? I'm just curious to see like if it'll change anything. Interesting, it doesn't. So why is it completely just neglecting to do this? That's spelled right. That's spelled right. That is false. Yeah, fitting object is false. Then it adds to the opacity. That's super fucking weird. Alright, we can come back to that. That's not the main focus. The main focus of this stream is to start working on the actual game itself. So yeah, so we're gonna start working with, like, you know, movement, things like that. So here, let's just really quick, we're gonna go and we're gonna make a group. We're gonna call this player. Alright, and so we're gonna add, we're just gonna add everything into here for now, and then we'll adjust it accordingly in just a second. Because again, we're gonna try to keep everything super organized, so it's really easy to change things later. Okay. So that looks good. That looks good. Let's try zooming out a tiny bit too, just to. Okay, that seems. Let's try one. I'm just curious. Okay, it seems about the same camera angle it was last time, like in the original. Alright, we're also going to make it where the camera should kind of lag behind a little bit more. There we go. Got that like nice slow follow up with there. Okay, so for the player, so we'll have this here. Have D key is pressed, A key is pressed, S key is pressed, and W. And so we're just gonna move that W, A, S, D. So it's just easier for doing that. All right. And so let's also do, put this up here. All right, so we're gonna create another one here really quick just for the camera. So it'll be more for like camera focused things, because again, just that'll be easier in the future. So we're gonna add that there. We're gonna add it at the beginning of the scene, if that'll pull up. Damn, that took a while for that to pop up. What the hell? Peculiar. All right, so we got that good, that good. Okay. And so put that there. That's also a camera thing. Then we don't need to do that because that is just the camera zoom. And since it's one, it means we don't really need to change it. Okay. Get that. Good, good. Okay, and we don't need that. Okay, then we can remove that as well. And so we're gonna have if A is pressed, it will flip the player. So if they move left, it'll flip them, and then if they move right, it'll keep them to their proper, like a, you know, camera flip kind of thing, whatever you want to call it. All right, so we got that. I'll just move that up to the top since that's like an always active thing. Yep. Okay. Looks good. Okay, and then we can also add these over here, just to make sure that if a new player kind of thing joins in the future, or if there's a second player that is created, it will automatically set their like, you know, player size to like the proper one. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so we're gonna call this retro face, since that's, you know, the face for retro. And so we're gonna have moving, idle, and so this is actually supposed to go down there. And so we have that, which is for standing still. And so we just gotta find the old face. There it is. All right, perfect. Okay, 8 to 7. Now we're gonna go in here. And we're gonna adjust this 8, 7. Then we're just gonna move this down here. And so basically just make it, you know, where the face fills its entire thing there. There we go. And so we're just gonna move this down here. I mean, we don't really have to move it down there, but you know what I mean. All right, so we're gonna set that there. We are going to also make it where retro face, animation by name is set to, and then we're gonna use an expression, and we're gonna do players animation name. So basically it'll be the same name or the same animation as the player. So if I'm holding still, and then if I'm moving, and then we do need to make it where it also flips as well. So we're gonna do face. We'll do basically just, yeah, so if it flips the player, it flips the face. And if it doesn't flip the player, then it doesn't flip the face. So right, left, holding still. Ta-da. All right, and so we're also gonna really quickly go in there because I noticed too that the face colors do not match. So we're gonna take this thing here, we're gonna go into here, and we're just gonna adjust that color to make it a little darker so then it matches. All right, we're also gonna put idle up first because I think idle just at the top looks better. All right. And then we're also gonna give this the same effect that we gave the face and the character select. So then it's got that nice, cool looking actual screen looking effect on it. So then it looks like more of a screen less of just a flat image. So then whenever I go into here, you can see, ta-da! Look at him, he looks just like he used to in the olden times. You know, he's a nice little fella. He's got his little screen face and everything. All right, so now that we have that, we're gonna save again really quick. And let's add in the shadows. So we're just gonna call, or actually we'll just duplicate retro and we'll just call it shadow 1 and duplicate it in shadow 2. And so we're just gonna remove, actually we can honestly just have it on moving. Okay, so we have shadow 1 and then shadow 2. And so basically we're just making the shadow, which is like not like an actual shadow, it's what I just call the kind of like little spooky invisible-ish clones whenever you dash, like the little effect that trails behind you. I mostly just call it that because of the whole Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, the shadow kick, where he does like a little kick and it has a in quotes shadow behind him of himself kind of thing. You know, me just being a little gremlin like that. Alright, so we're gonna have it where if that happens, we are going to create at players events. And you can also see too in this one, unlike the original, we are categorizing by just players instead of one specific kind of player. And that's because we basically are just grouping all of the events that have to do with any sort of character all in one. So then whenever I do this for one character, it'll do it for all of them. Yeah, after image. There you go. Yep, see, there you go. Thank you. I completely forgot that term. But yeah, so there you go. There you go. That's much, much better term for that, yeah. And so, alright, so we have those. And then what we're going to do with those is we're going to have shadow 1. We're going to add a constant force towards an object, and we're just going to have it be players. And let's have it like 800. And then for the second one, we're going to have like 600, because we want them to be slower than the dash, so that you can actually see them following the player. And then we're also going to have, we're going to make shadow 1 opacity. We're going to set that to, let's try like 35 for now. So number 2. And we'll keep that 35. And then we're going to do shadow 1. We're going to tint it. Actually, that's one of the things we can do here. We can do, so those are like for everybody. That'll work the same for everyone. And then we're going to create another event group here. And we're going to have this be down here at the bottom. And we're going to call this character conditions, which is basically going to be the things that are different for each character. So we'll have, we're going to have a global variable here. And it's a number 1. So we're going to have if the number is equal to 1, which is retro. So we're going to go through each one. So we're going to go 1 through 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Because each person has their own kind of colors for the things. So for player 1, for retro, we're just going to have both of these here. Alright, we're just going to add this to all of them, so then we can adjust the color for each one. Since everybody's shadow, or after image, if you can remember from the actual game, each one it's just our after image of retro for all of them, but it's just different colors. Which is just convenient, but also it just kind of keeps consistency with that. So he has the brighter one, and then the slightly darker green one. Then for Pixel, she has the bright pink, and then the kind of darker purplish one. And for Cam, he has just straight red, and then a slightly darker red for the second shadow. Or after image. Then for Jolt, he's got light blue, and then a slightly darker, almost turquoise color. For Reynolds, I believe, has yellow, almost like a goldish color. And then we go with a little bit more of an orangish. There we go. For Twigs, Twigs also has green, except it's more of like a little bit of a darker green than Retro's. And then the second one is actually like a brownish color. There we go. And then for Bite, he also just has a red one, but it's a little bit darker than the one that Cam has for both. It's almost black, even the second one. Alright, so now, and then also once the dash is done, we're also going to have delete the shadows. Shadow 1 and shadow 2. Oh yeah, we also have to, oh, yep. Let me go here. We're going to change the size of players. We do shadow 1 and shadow 2. So then they are all the same size there. And then we're also going to do wait an extra 0.1 seconds for the shadows to actually disappear. And let's also actually increase their opacity a bit, because I like barely saw them there. Oh yeah, and it's also probably because, yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna quickly go to character select. We're gonna go to these things here, and so we're gonna go to scene change. We're gonna change this player variable. We're gonna set it to 1 for retro, and then, you know, and 2 for pixel, and then so on. So it's basically just once you select each character, it'll clarify to the game that you are playing as said character, and then it will change the scene, and then it will, you know, spawn in the correct character and face accordingly once you actually get into the game. 7. Go out. We can save. Alright, so now if we go in here, we'll click play on retro. There we go. And so now whenever I dash, I have the little after image. But we do have to, I think the first one's a little too fast, because that just looks like the second one, I believe. So let's head back into here. And let's make, yeah, the opacities, or not opacity, we need to make the speed of them. So this one, I think they both need to be slower. So we're gonna try 600. Actually, let's try 700 and then 500. And we'll see if that does anything. Let me also pause my music and then open this up again so you guys can see. Oh, okay, maybe the first one just didn't. Oh, okay, one sec. Okay, so that all works good. Alright, so we got that. We're just gonna save that. I think my cat is currently jumping at my door. I have around my doorknob, I have this tiny little like pillow thing hanging from the doorknob for the cats to kind of like jump up, and they can like claw the thing, and it like rattles my doorknob. And it's sometimes the cats, if they get good enough, there's been some times where they have literally twisted the pillow and it like twisted my doorknob and they like fucking opened the door, and I'm hearing like what sounds like cat noises from outside my door. But yeah, alright, sorry for the cat catastrophe. I deserve to die for that one. Alright, anyway, okay, so we have those two, shadow 1, shadow 2, yep, looks good. Alright, so okay, so let's try like, alright, let's do this, and let's try making this a little bit faster. So let's try laughter time. That is magical. Alright, let's try 600 for that. Actually, I think I should be able to do it without the shadow. They'll just be clear. Okay, so it seems to be only showing one of that. One sec. Let me try just like 200 for this one. I just want to see like which one it is that I'm looking at. Okay, so it is the... Okay, so if I put this 100 and I put this like 600, that's so weird. They seem to be going like almost the same speed. Okay. That's so bizarre, because I'm only seeing one. And one is moving drastically faster than the other. So let's say I put this at 1000. Because we have create. Yep. And let's also check the Z order too for them. So let's go to camera. We're gonna move things to a group. We're gonna move this back up here really quick. Alright, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna put that in our little group. And we're just gonna call this Z orders. And we're just gonna put anything Z order related there. So shadow Z order set to, let's do like 1. As of right now, we can always change that in the future. That's so, like, peculiar. So it creates them, moves the player, yeah. That's so weird. Okay, one sec. We're just gonna make this 255. So we're just gonna make it where one of them is completely solid. Okay. Okay, that's like the problem though. That's really... What the hell? One second, let me just wait a second. Okay, so that's the second one. Or that's the first one. That's weird. Okay, so the first time I dashed, the second one was there, but not the first one. And then the second time I dashed, it's only being the first one. What the hell is going on with that? That is very weird. Interesting. So... yeah, it creates both of those. Let's try this. It creates them. The boop fuck. I did not mean to do that. One sec. I just fucked up the player, the size of the thing on accident. One sec. One sec. Just move this, make it a little wider. This is very odd. Okay, so it's doing the same thing again. Okay, what if I just remove that then? That's so weird. So, yeah, it creates those. It does the dash. That's so weird though. Sorry about the door opening sound in the background. That's very odd. What if I try doing this? Oh, that kind of... I like saw two of them for a second. It's like a fucking mystery. One sec. Okay, let's try and just do this. Let's like separate it into two things. Maybe this is just having a stroke. My goodness. Why is that launching me? Oh, I removed true ones. My bad. Okay. That's so weird though. What's with the second one? Okay, what if I just switch it to just create the first one? So why doesn't it do it the first time I do that? That's what's so weird. That's so bizarre. What if I just like wait a second? Interesting. So the first dash doesn't like do anything. But it creates the second one though if I do this, right? I have like no words. Like there's like zero reason that should be happening. That's actually so bizarre. That's so weird. Yeah, so it's player X, correct? Player Y, yeah. Yeah, everything here looks good. What if I create like two of them? Does that make any difference? And now it works? What the fuck is even happening right now? That's so weird. I'm like... I'm just shooketh right now. I don't know what the hell is causing that. But I mean, it's working now, right? That's so, like, weird. So, like, now it works just fine. So if I, like, go to character select, play as retro, now when I dash, it works. That's so weird. I'm, like, so confused on why that was doing that. And even with the solution that I did, it's still, I just don't see how that just, oh, huh? That's just a what the fuck moment right there. We will, I guess, never know what the hell was with that. That's really fucking weird, to say the least. That's just really weird. That's, yeah. I'm just confused. But I mean, hey, it's working, so I'm not gonna complain, I'm not gonna ask, it's working, so yay. Alright, well, now that we have that working, it will come back to 100. Yeah, I do too. I don't like that. That's so weird. I don't know what the hell is with that, but I don't like it. But it works, so I guess we'll leave that for now. I guess. Okay, alright, and then we're just gonna add the little dash sound effect that plays whenever you do that. So we're gonna go through here, we're gonna go to the old Area 259, we're gonna find wherever the hell dash. So dash 1 or dash 2? I guess we'll find out. Oh wait, no, I know what dash 2 is. We don't talk about dash 2. Actually, no, it's not like anything like some creepypasta. It's literally just a cloaker dashing sound. Yeah, no, dash 1 is just the normal dash, and dash 2 is the one once you get the tier 3 item. Alright, so let's try that 35 volume for now. That's like my go-to volume usually to test out something like a sound effect specifically. Alright, so let's see. Okay, works, but is a little loud. Okay, I also made it go a little faster, so the pitch is a little bit better. Alright, here, one second, let me also desktop audio. There we go, it's just like it used to be. Isn't that magical? The player feels a little slow though, that is kind of weird. That is weird though that the player does feel slower. This is like the same dimensions as before. One sec, let me just try increasing speed. We're just gonna like see how that, let's try like 350. Yeah, that feels a lot better. That feels like exact, what the hell? That feels like just how it used to be. That's really weird. Okay, maybe they're just gonna get a little speed buff. They're gonna get a buff in the next update kind of thing. For just this. That's weird. Interesting. See guys, we're learning. Alright, so now that's looking good. We have the shadows here. Let's really quickly make a folder here. If I can add a folder, that'd be great. Okay. Let me make a oh, it's right there. I'm blind. Okay, so we're just gonna make a thing called players, and we're just gonna put retro in there. Since he's gonna have that whole thing, and then we're gonna also have another folder, and we're gonna call it faces. And we're gonna put that face in there. There we go. Alright, perfect. So now we have that all fine and dandy and fancy. And so we're going to create another group, and we're going to call it floors. Oh, right, because this is, yeah, that makes sense. So we're going to call this middle floor 1. And we are going to put them here. Middle floor 1, save. I'm going to go here, floors. So then that'll just be for floors and stuff. So like, for example, if we go to the camera, we'll go to Z orders, which I'm going to put at the top. we're gonna have changes the order of floors. So then all floors in the future will be -10. So that means they're basically like below just about everything. So then when something like new spawns, you know, it doesn't fuck it up, make it all weird or whatever. All right, so we got that. We got retro doing epic gamer retro stuff. That should be good. All right, so let's start adding in the gun. Because again, before I start building the actual game thing itself, I want to start by adding, you know, the main gameplay essentials. So let's go in here. We'll go import images, and we'll take Retro's original gun. Let's go find it in the files. Oh, there it is. All right. So we're gonna call this Retro pistol. Okay, gun looks good. We're gonna save that, and then we're gonna go here and we're gonna call it Pixel pistol, and that'll be, you know, Pixel's gun. Okay, good. Dimensions are good. Sweet. Then we have sniper rifle for cam, and since it's also just a gun that's on the thing. So we got that. We need the zapper or jolt gun. Just gotta go find it. Where is it? Here it is, except that's the bigger one. So we're gonna quickly go in there and we're just gonna oh fuck, I forgot to try and resize. There we go. Because these are all, yep, yeah, I figured. Okay. It's called Zapper. And we got, well actually I'll just toss this in here really quick. Twigs, shotgun. Alright, so we need Reynolds sword. I believe this is it here. Yep. Alright, let's also put this down to 24. Alright, there we go. We have sword. We got twig shotgun. And we need bites, fancy little revolver. Alright. And so we have the revolver. Alright. So all of these, well, not all of them are the same size as, you know, as each other. So we're going to go through all of these really quick. And we're just going to put that right there. And then we're going to remove that for all animation so it doesn't share all of them. Actually, no, we are going to add one though. We're going to go here again. We're going to use the same points. We're going to add one called fire. And so that's like where the bullet comes out of. And so we're going to put that like right, let's put it right here. So then it comes a little bit behind it. All right, so we got that. We're going to now remove that and we're going to go through each one. We're going to hide that. So for that gun, it's fine because it's the same. This gun though, it's going to be really different. So we're going to have the origin and center in the same place. And then fire is going to go right here. Zapper, that's at center. And then fire is going to fire from here. And we can always adjust this too to be more fitting to where the hand goes, which actually we'll probably do that really quick right now. Because we're going to put it where it'll be sitting in the hand since it is going to be rotating and whatnot. So for the sniper rifle, the hand would go right about here. For a Pixel's pistol, go right about here. Retro would go same as Pixel's. Okay, and then Reynolds thing. Fire would come right about, let's go right here, like right in the middle of that. And then for the center and origin, we're going to put that right in the center of the handle. For twig shotgun, so let me also, there. So now I can listen to music too. I'm going to put that there, and then twig shotgun's going to fire from here. And finally the revolver, which will be right here, which should be the same as Pixel. Yep. Or Retro, sorry. Alright, so we got that there. And so let's spawn in the gun. Obviously its size is not currently accurate. But that should be, yeah, no, because that'd be way too fucking big. There we go. Okay, that should be the correct size actually. Alright. So we got that there. And so let's put in here too, let's go change the size of gun to 48 by 48. So now if I go in here, actually that gun's a little too small. A little bit too small. So let's make that a little bit bigger. Let's try. Oh, didn't know that. Okay, let's move this a little bit more here. Let's extend that a bit. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna extend that a bit. Alright, let's try that. Oh wait, no, it's because I fucking it's because I have this here. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little more fitting to the gun size. Okay. So then we're gonna adjust this and we're gonna do gun and we're gonna do 70 by 70. Alright, actually I might do 72. Let's see how that looks. There we go. Okay, I think that was it. Okay. That should be about, yeah, correct size. So we'll just toss it there. Now we're gonna go to retro again, and we're gonna add points, and we're gonna do left hand, or just L hand, and we're gonna put that right there, and we're gonna do R hand for left and right hands, basically. And then we'll make sure that those are, I'll make them a little lower. Yeah, we'll have it right on 17. Okay. Okay, looks good. And now we're gonna make the whole gun mechanic thingy whatnot. Alright, so this is for, let's double check all this. Okay, good. And then I can actually put that in there too. Scoot that up there. There we go. Alright. Alright, so yeah, so controls, dashing works. It's good. And animation's good. Alright. So now that we have that, and then we have that whole thing, and then we can eventually change more of these things too with the character and conditions. That's just, you know, basics for now. So here, so let's actually also do, we'll go right here, and we'll do this. Or actually, you know, let's set this to 1, so then it's not permanent. And so we're going to change this to gun, animation by name, retro pistol. And so basically what we're doing right now is we're just making it where each person starts with their appropriate gun. 2, and then pixel pistol. I'm going to go down here. Player 3, sniper rifle. I'm gonna go down here. 4 has the zapper. There. 5 would have the Reynolds sword. 6 would have twig shotgun. And finally, we have Bite, who would have his fancy little revolver. Alright, so now whenever each character is being played, they should have their appropriate gun. So like, obviously right now, to like here, so let me say like I put it to like Pixel's gun here. So if I go into here, you know, it's Pixel's gun. But if I were to go through character select, and I chose retro, when I go in there, it is now his gun instead. But it's not going to be like permanent, so then if you pick up an item that changes your gun, it's not going to like, you know, just change your gun for no reason to just only be the default, because that would fucking suck and that'd be really annoying. Okay, so now I have that, and then I can turn this back to normal, so that it's retro's pistol first. All right. Okay. So we got that. Let's go in here. We're gonna give it the fire bullets behavior. We're turning on unlimited ammo. Firing cooldown. We're just gonna, actually it doesn't really matter what we change that because we're gonna be changing that stuff anyway. With the like player variable setting thingies, whatever. Okay. So we got all that nice and fancy. And I'm going to go to, actually 1 sec, before I do anything, I'm just going to check something really quick on my phone. I'm just making sure I don't have any like messages in the Air 229 server or anything. Alright. Everything's looking good. Okay. So before we start making the whole shooting thing, we're going to have it where if the cursor is greater than player's x coordinate, and then we're also going to have, you know, if it's greater than the, or not greater than, we're going to have less than, we will have gun put around player's point, or oh, wait, we didn't actually put the point, there we go, point X, L hand, and then Y L hand, 0, 0. And then we're just going to do the same thing with the right hand, though I might need to swap that, but I think that should be good. Okay, no, yeah, I gotta swap that. Okay. So we're just gonna move these two other ones. There we go. But obviously the gun still does not rotate towards the thing, and so for that, very simple, literally just gun, rotate toward angle, or actually rotate towards position. We're gonna do cursor X, and cursor Y. So it's just gonna rotate, and we're gonna do 0, so it's an automatic rotation. And voila! Except, as you can see, whenever you're over here, the gun is upside down. And that's, you know, not really ideal. And also when we're moving, we don't have the thing. So let's really quickly also add that into. We're gonna go points, we're gonna go moving. Also, that outline is not properly. It's like, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go to moving, and we're gonna add L hand and R hand. Okay, we're gonna put that 17 and at 17, and we're gonna do. Not that. Alright, so we're going to turn that on, just so that it's on each one. And so we're going to go to this, and then we're going to remove it. And we're going to move these up, because he's moving upwards, and so we want the gun to follow the player. And so that's fine, and then this one we're going to move it down 1. And so now whenever you're moving, the gun will follow the point correctly. So now if I'm like walking around, you'll see it actually follows my hand properly. And then whenever I hold still, it like stays in the correct spot. All right, so we have that all nice and good. And now all we are missing is to make it where when it is on the left hand, we are going to flip it yeah, we're going to flip the gun, and we're going to flip it vertically. And that should There we go. And now we have that nice effect from the original game. Whoa. Oh, it's because I was holding still. Oh, that's why. Oh, wait, did I put that in the wrong hands? I'm sorry. Okay, right. What? Oh, I know. One sec. We are going to get rid of those two there. Because when the player rotates, there we go. Alright, there we go. And so now we have, just like the original, we have this moving just good. Oh yeah, there's one point we also need to change. I don't know if you noticed it or not. But for the face, it also was not lined up properly. There we go. And so the center we're not moving though, because the center we want the character to feel a little bouncy, you know? And so now we have that all good. Perfect. So now that works great. Alrighty. Looking good, looking good. Alright. So we have base thing like that. So now let's get to adding the whole shooting thing. So we're gonna go in here. Gonna move that into a group. We're gonna go with shooting. Whoa. I fucking typed the wrong thing there. Okay. So we're gonna do when mouse buttons. Actually, let's do when it's pressed, because that's what we have in the original. So then you can hold click to shoot, and you don't have to just spam your mouse. Alright. So, yeah, let's also go in here really quick, and let's also just add the, might as well really quick add in the whole stats thing. So, we'll do that in a second here. So let's go to retro, variables. We need to add a shit ton. Actually, we don't have to add too many. So we're gonna have health. We need to do, oh, technically, yes, that. Okay. So we have health. We have speed, because I have it set up for different things. So speed, that's going to be for, you know, because I have it split up to gun stats and player stats. And so player stats are like things that directly affect the player. So like health, speed, things like that. I could like coins, like how many coins you have. And then like, we also could have max coins. And max health. Let's reorganize that. Okay, so max coins, we'll just do 10 by default. And so obviously just adding these variables isn't going to like do anything. Because, you know, just adding a number to a person doesn't really mean anything, you know. So we're gonna go in here. And we're gonna go to, yeah, let's just stay in the players category here, but we'll split this off into another thing underneath it. And so we're gonna go up here and we're gonna go stats. And we're gonna change some things. So we're gonna have retro, speed, maximum speed set to, we'll do, yeah, players. And then speed. So we're going to have it where it sets the player's max speed to what their variable is. And so we're going to change it for other things. So like health, that'll be for once we actually add the health bar in, which we have not done yet, so we don't have to change that yet. And so, yeah, so we have that. We have, yeah, coins. We don't really have to do anything with that yet either, since we haven't added extra variables and shit. Yeah, most of that's going to be once we add the gun stats. So let's go in here and let's add that. We have a lot to add, so let's add a shit ton of that. So we have damage. We have, oh Christ, there's too many. Bullet, speed. We have bullet amount. we have accuracy, bullet spread. And let's move that around there too. We'll do, let me think. All right, there's also the Boolean ones. So we have virus, what's it called? Piercing. That's unspelled right. Yeah, there we go. So virus, piercing, and freezing. Oh yeah, and then we also have bounces, which is how many bounces it has. Let's see. I know I'm missing something here. One sec. I'm gonna pull up the stat thing really quick. Sec. Fuck, I have the screenshot somewhere of like every single stat in the game. Actually, it might be over here. Damn, where do I have that? I'm trying to remember. I forgot. Okay, well we have those. Oh yeah, there's also bullet color, which is a, we're gonna keep that as a string. That's a number, that's a number, that's a number, and that's a number, that's a number. Accuracy, his is 8, I believe, yeah. Bullet speed, I think it's 600. Damage, 0.4. Oh yeah, fire rate. Oh shit, how could I forget fire rate? That's like one of the most important ones. Fire rate. 2.4. Or 0.4? Yeah, I think his is 0.4. Yeah, I think he's got two 0.4 ones. Accuracy, bullet speed, bullet amount, bullet spread, bullet color. What engine? It's GDevelop. I can save it, can go here. Ta-da! GDevelop, PP. But yeah, it's yeah, just small, simple, pretty easy to learn and pick up kind of game engine. Mostly for 2D stuff. You can do 3D things as well. It's a little work in progress though, but yep. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We are, it's kind of both me working, but also kind of just teaching at the same time. It's like, you know, you can learn some stuff from like little, these little things here. But anyway, so we got that. We're gonna go gun. We're gonna do the angle variance set to gun, and we're gonna do that for accuracy. Let's do firing arc, that is spread. Bullet spread. I'm gonna go in here. We need the firing cooldown, that is fire rate. Let's see, what else do we need? Alright, bullet mount, that's not shots per minute, that is nope. Bullets per shot, there we go. Bullet mount, save. Just gotta go through all the boring stuff before you can get to the fancy, exciting things, you know. Oh yes, for this one we're gonna do. Well, actually, we haven't even added the bullets yet, so I can't really change bullet color too much. Alright, so we have damage, that's its own separate thing. Fire rate, accuracy, bullet speed. That one is gonna be whenever we're actually firing a bullet, then I'll reference that. Bullet amount, we got that. Bullet spread, and then there's bullet color. And bullet color we don't really need right now. Alright, yeah, we're good. And then the whole Boolean ones, we don't have to worry about those either right now. Alright, perfect. So let's also start color coordinating some of this so it's a little easier to mess with later. So camera, I'm gonna make that like a grayish color. Stats, I like making that like a yellowish. Oh, too yellow, too yellow. There we go, I like that more. A little grayer. Players, I like keeping that there. Shooting, I'm gonna make that a little bit darker blue. I got that room. Alright, so let's add the actual fucking bullets in. So we'll do player bullet, because we're obviously gonna have to have two different types of bullets, you know, because you don't want to be able to shoot yourself, because that would kind of suck a little bit, not gonna lie. Just, you know, me personally, I think that would kind of suck. I just gotta find where the original file was. Bullets, bullets. Nope, not that. Oh yeah, fuck. Okay, one sec. We're also gonna. Okay, we're gonna skip that. We're gonna. Cursor. We completely forgot to add the cursor in. One sec. Okay, that should be good size. I can't believe I forgot that. So we have UI2, UI1. Alright. Alright, so for this, we're gonna have cursor. UI1. And for UI1, we're just gonna really quickly go to camera. We're gonna do cursor around position. So we're basically just putting that around the mouse to make it, you know, look a little fancier. So it's not like, you know, so it actually looks like a more customized mouse. And so we're also gonna really quickly go here. We're gonna take cursor and we're gonna make that a global object so it's across everything. And we're gonna go to the main menu. I'm just gonna toss it in there really quick. I can't believe I forgot about that. Alright, actually before I do this as well, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna put that there. We're gonna hide the actual cursor. And we are going to, alright, so we have that, we need to hide it. So let me think. Okay, so put that around it, hide it, and then, oh yeah, Z order, here. Z order, set to 99, so it's just under the fading effect. Because, you know, whenever it fades out, you want it to hide the crosshair too. Or, you know what I mean, cursor. Alright, so we got that there. Let's go character select, we'll add it in there too. Okay, and then we'll add the cursor in. So now if I go to the main menu. One sec, let me pause my music so then I can. There you go, so now I can actually see the main menu. And yeah, so see now we have the cursor again. So it looks a little more, you know, stylized. Or fuck, I actually click quit. There you go. So now I can, you know, go here, you know, it looks all fancy. And so then I can, you know, click play. It'll go to here. You know, so now we actually have like a cursor, so it looks a little more. So now I would go in here. You can see now we have the cursor instead. So you know, it looks a little bit nicer. Alright, there we go. So we got that there. We're gonna go into here really quick. We're also gonna center that nice and epic. Collision mask, we don't really need to worry about that. Okay, so we can close the main menu. And then let's also go into here really quick. And we're gonna change the rotation from the player thing. more from the gun, and we're going to switch it to this. And so now it rotates, it follows. Well, actually, one sec, we need to, one sec. We might need to move that, I think, up a little. Because then it's a more solid rotation. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. Move that up a little. This one, yeah, we could try to move that up a little too. We're just gonna move all of them up a little. This one we don't really need to though, because that one's like very linear shaped, same with that one. But like ones like this where they're like a little off-centered shaped wise, we're just gonna do that. So then it's, should be a little, never mind, I was supposed to go down. I went up when I should have gone down. Okay, well, hey, we're learning, we're learning. Okay, that should be better. One sec, let me just test it really quick before I change everything else. Okay, still doesn't work. One sec. I mean, there's the whole thing of like just doing this. So it'll be centered, it just won't look right. Oh, it doesn't center it either. Interesting. Oh, we should probably have an offset. Okay. See, there we go. I'm surprised I didn't learn this the first time. I mean, I probably did. I just forgore, like hardcore. One sec. Let me go back here. We're just gonna copy this. Paste, paste. I'm gonna go back to here. Paste, paste. Go to this. Paste, paste. Oh, actually, no, it didn't do anything. We're gonna move this back down there. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. It's good. Good. All right. So we're just gonna add an offset to the angle. So we're gonna have it where it rotates towards it. But we're gonna have rotates towards that minus 10. We'll start at 10, then we'll go back. Okay, let's start a little more extreme actually. We'll see how that looks, and then that'll help us gauge. Oh wow, we got it like perfect that time. Cool. Okay, so now the gun rotates properly and actually goes straight to the cursor. Perfect. Okay. So now that that's out of the way, we can just close this all back up again. We don't need that right now. And so we're going to go back here, and now we're going to add the bullet in again because that's what we were doing last time, but we kind of got sidetracked with the cursor. So bullet. I'm going to go import images, and we got to go find the bullet. Actually, wait, it might be this file right here. Hey, got it. All right, sweet. So now we have the bullet. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Oh, actually, no, we don't need to add a variable for bullet size. Okay. So we have the bullet. Oh my god, guys, no way. This is insane. All right. So we're gonna put this here so it centers itself on the bullet. Since the bullet will be rotating, we're gonna add a collision mask because that's kind of important if you're having a bullet that will be shooting things, because you kind of want it to, you know, hit when it's supposed to hit and not hit when it's not supposed to hit. Because, you know, it's a bullet and that's just, that's kind of how they work. All right. I'm probably going to keep going the stream for a little more. I'm probably just going to finish the basic shooting for the normal gun, and then I'm going to end the stream for now, since I'm going to, you know, take a little break. All right, so we're also going to really quickly for the gun, we're going to add the shake behavior. So then whenever you fire the gun, we can shake it, so we don't have to really make it animation for shooting or for recoil, just for convenience. That's what we did in the original too. All right, so we're going to have mouse down. We're going to have firing cooldown. Or not fire cooldown. We're going to have is ready to or no, there we go. Yeah. So we're going to disable that. So basically it's going to check if the gun is ready to shoot or like the firing cooldown is not active. So it's like off. So then it's not just going to, you're just going to hold click and it just fires like a million billion bullets at the same time. So we're going to have the gun fire a bullet toward object. And so we're going to have, it's going to create the bullet at gun point fire. X and Y for that. The bullet object is bullet, which we're going to rename player bullet. And we're going to have the object, the cursor. And so we're going to have this is where that other variable came in place. So gun, and then we're going to do bullet speed. So whatever the variable of the bullet speed is, that's how fast the bullet's going to travel. All right, so we got that. We're going to rename this to player bullet because that's kind of what we're looking for here. So now if I go here and I just like, oh wait, actually, that makes sense. Firing cooldown, okay. So we're going to go to here. Yep, fire rate's good. Okay, let's also go to stats. Yep, set that, so it's not good. Alright. And so let me say, so moving on goes good. Oh yeah, let's, almost forgot. Almost forgot. We need to change the layer. Or we need the camera on a layer. Camera, we're gonna have, all right, we're gonna center the camera. We're gonna do that, that. Okay. And then we're gonna do that. Oh, wait. We need to change that to, we make sure it's the right layer one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna do, it's just base. So we need the base layer. Okay, let's see if that works. Oh wait, we forgot to do the Y as well. We forgot to set that to actually Y. There we go. Oh wait, no, still not. One sec. Oh, that's, yeah, I kind of need that to constantly keep going if I'm correct. There we go. Okay, so now the cursor doesn't move when the player moves because the cursor is its own independent thing now and it goes over everything. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, so we got that good. And yeah, so that's good. That's ready to go. And then the fade, just gonna go over here. We're gonna drop down that big fade thing. We're just gonna plop that in here. Just gonna toss that in the corner and just lock it. We also need to go in here, change that to UI1. So then it's gonna go basically over everything. And so we're gonna go to here. We're also gonna move that there because that's a Z order thing. So we're gonna put that into Z orders. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna go Z order of fade is set to 100. And then we're gonna also add in the same fade effects as in the other things. And since this also kind of falls under the category of camera, we're gonna do that, except we're gonna make this color for color coordination for later so it's easier. We're gonna make that pitch black, and then this we're gonna make it a really dark gray for Z orders, similar to the camera. All right, so that's good, All right, and so now if I go in here, oh yeah, we almost forgot, Let's do fade, put around players. So we're just gonna have it where the camera, or like fade, is basically always on top of the player. There we go, so now it fades out, and it looks good. And so like dashing works, that's all good. And so now we need to make sure that actually shooting works. So we're gonna have gun, we're gonna shake the object, we're gonna duration of shake for 0.2. Amplification doesn't need to be too crazy. even its example of just 5 is actually really good. For the rotation, you can do 10 if you want to have a little bit of more recoil kind of look to it. Scale shake, we don't want any of that, and then that we're good. Okay, so let me just really quickly check this. Okay, so you see how it's firing, but it's not actually shooting a bullet. There's also the whole, it's not aiming properly. So we need to adjust that really quick. Actually, oh no, it could be because I put it on another layer, so maybe I don't even need the offset. Actually, that could be the case, yeah. One sec, let's go into here. Let's try that, let's see how that looks. Okay, we need just a slight change in the offset. So let's try -20. Let's see how that looks. Unless it's the other direction. Yeah, it's opposite direction. Okay. Then let's do +10 and see if that works, because it's very, very minimal. Okay, that's pretty close, but I want it to be even more accurate because I want people to feel like they're not getting, like, you know, like their aim isn't off. There we go. Okay, 15, that's like right on the dot. No, it could be better. Let's do 20. And that should be basically, there we go. That's right where the barrel is, right where the bullet comes out of. So you're gonna have the basically most precise aim. And so you see whenever we're clicking, we have almost like a shooting animation, but we need to make it where it actually fires said bullets. So we're gonna go in here. That's already set. That's already set. We're gonna go to the gun. Fire is set. So we're gonna go through here. We're gonna double check this, make sure everything looks good. Let's hide these stats because we don't need those anymore right now. We can hide the camera thing. We're just completely focused on this. And we're gonna go here. And so we're gonna have, yep, fires at the correct spot. And we're gonna have it where it fires towards the cursor. Actually, here, let's do honestly, we could even have actually gun dot angle. Oh, it'll just have, it's by that. Okay, so here, let's do turn angle. There we go. Whoa. Gun angle, please. There we go. Okay. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see. Okay, still does not fire. So we're gonna go in here. Let's also double check some normal stuff. So like, let's just spawn in a bullet here. Okay, bullet looks good. Let's go into here. Okay. So, okay, so that works. Now we just have to find out what the problem is. Okay, so bullet speed is good. Interesting. Okay, so, yep, at position, yep. Interesting. Hey, Necro, welcome back. Good to see you. We're currently, sadly, we're actually probably going to be ending the stream soon, but, oh, God, I was yawning. Well, I can do a quick recap so you can see everything. So here, so let's go back to the very, very beginning of this. Let me also make sure you guys can hear everything good. Okay. So I did a slight adjustment to the main menu. As you can see, I added the, you know, the little like outline thing around it, just to give it that extra little bit of texture. I adjusted the cursor, so now you can see the actual cursor now. You know, settings are, you know, as you see before. Let me actually turn the music a little bit. So, you know, everything works. Click play, brings you in. I still have to fix that fade effect. You can see this looks good. I just adjusted the positioning of this a tiny bit off stream. I added the whole thing where it's like locked, so like if you don't have a person, you know, if I try to click on them, it doesn't let me. So we have that all fancy. If I click on the play button, it'll actually take me in. You can see I created the basic movement again. I created the dashing again. Currently shooting, that's what we're working on right now. So you can see whenever I click, it does the like gun recoil thing, but you don't actually shoot yet. Movement, animations, all that's just working good. So yeah, so you can see that. Let me close this. There we go. So yeah, so we got quite a bit done so far, and then right now I'm just going through this, trying to make this work because it's for some reason not. So let's see. Let's try to do towards a position. Let's try that because that's how I normally do it, but you know, just in case. So that's good. First player bullet. Do cursor X and cursor Y. And then for this, we're gonna do gun and bullet speed. What's it? Dashing freaked yourself and we're afraid it would act up again. Yeah, dashing, I don't know what the hell was going on with that. That was just being really weird. So like if I go here, I had to create two of this. So like if I remove these and I dash, it only creates like one. And it's like really fucking weird. And so I have to like make doubles of it. So then whenever I dash, it like works. It was really weird because it should be spawning 2 like normal. But right now, it's spawning 2, but I have it set to spawn 4. So I don't know what the fuck's with that. That's just being weird. But it's working. So I'm not complaining, I guess. So yeah, so that's fucking fantastic. Obviously said jokingly. But you get the point. It's you know, hey, it works now, right? And so like that's what we're currently doing with this. For some reason though, it's not letting me shoot when it should. Which is very odd. So let's do here, gun. Let's also change the animation by name. So we'll make sure that for each type of gun that you shoot, it'll, you know, shoot differently and whatnot. One sec, let me just try like, we're just gonna try and create the bullet. Just to make sure that it's like actually spawning them properly. Or not player, we need create at. Let's copy paste this actually. So if I do this and I click, okay, good. So bullets are spawning, but they're not spawning the way they should be. That is very, very fucking weird. That's so bizarre. I swear that today's just being a weird day. It's like just cursed or something. Oh yeah, let me turn back on the background music for you guys. There you go. I don't know, it's being weird. Like, normally when I just put this in for something, it like works completely fine. What if I put 2 of these? I'm just curious. Okay, no, nothing. I swear if it does that weird ass thing though, like it did last time where I have to like double up on it. Okay, now. I swear this thing's just cursed. It's just cursed. Okay, what if I just remove this? I just had this one thing. That's fucking weird. What the hell? So that's just not doing what it should do? It goes for setting a live stream later than usual. Honestly, true. You're probably not wrong. That's so weird. And these all have collision masks. I mean, they don't really need one. It's the gun isn't colliding with anything, but I mean, I'll do this if it pleases the GDevelop gods and lets them, or lets not them, lets me do my damn thing. I mean, this doesn't even have to be accurate. Actually, the only one that needs a hitbox is this. That's like the only one that needs a hitbox. But all these other ones, they don't. So it's like, what the fuck? Okay, so we got that. Player bullet. Has a hitbox, good. Because that one actually needs one. and it has a point. Alright, let's also really quickly, let's run in here. Stats, we're gonna do player bullet, scale, we're gonna do set to, trying to remember exactly what I had for it. It was gun damage, but like divided by 4 plus 1. It was something like that, I think. Oh, that's not working. One sec. Alright, it might have been divided by 2 plus 1. Divided by, yeah, gun damage divided by 2 plus 1. Interesting. Alright, one sec. Let me also, let's try doing this. See if that changes anything. Yeah, exactly. It's nice. And so, yeah, so we got that. And then the way I'm also setting it up too, it's going to be a lot easier for adding more stuff. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean though. Yep. And yeah, so because obviously right now we need to, you know, still add the whole, like, all the rooms and shit, but as of right now, that's going pretty good. And here, actually, one sec. Let me also just, for both of us, or for all of us, I'm just going to do that. I feel it's going to be a lot easier on the eyes with a fucking black background than a white one because, you know, I'd rather not my retina's completely burned out every time I go back to the screen. Alright, so we got that. I want to let me turn off the desktop audio so I can turn back on my Epic Gamer Spotify in the background so I can listen to music while doing this and I don't have to worry about what's it called? I don't have to worry about copyright. Alright, so we got that. Let's see. So that's really good. One sec, we're just gonna really quickly, just out of curiosity. I'm gonna save all this. I'm gonna quit GDevelop. I'm gonna really quickly save a backup because that's, you know, kinda gotta do that now. So we're gonna save a backup. One sec, let me just go. Okay, so we can get rid of that because we need that. Folder upload. Here 259. Upload. So we're just saving it back really quick because we've done quite a bit of stuff today as well. But also because I wanted to just do a quick like little refresh for GDevelop because I don't know, things that should be working aren't, and it's very brain damaging to me. And so I'm gonna try to just close and reopen it and see if that fixed anything. Because that was just like really weird. It's probably either something really weird and it's just bugging, or there's like something unbelievably simple that I just like, for some reason, like a step that I would normally do every single time, but I just am completely forgetting to this time. And that's also very possible, where it's just like me being a dum-dum and goofing up. So like, let's try and put this to once. That shouldn't really be needed. Yeah, I figured. Still works just fine. Okay. Yeah, let's add the sound in there too. So we need the... God, there's so many sound effects in this game. I gotta remember which one is the one it is. Is it... No, it's not that one. It's definitely not Laser Ear Destroyer. That's funny. It might be this one. Is it Test Shoot? Probably not, but I guess we'll see. Let's try that out really quick. Okay, no, it's definitely not. That's the sound for Stefan Omega when you shoot that gun. Okay, it's not that. Nope. Oh wait, so there's this? Oh no, that's the electric shock, yeah. That's for Jolt. Nope. Oh, it's literally, I'm fucking blind. It was literally right there. It was called laser gunshot. That makes sense. There we go. Alright, and then we're also going to add the whole thing to make it a little less repetitive. We're going to do 0.9 through 1.2. Let's see how that. So it's basically every time you fire, it's going to be potentially, like, has a chance to, like, change the pitch to be something else. So it's a little less repetitive. So let's also set this to, actually, no, let's set that to just 1 to 1.2. And then we're going to lower that volume because fucking gunshot's loud. There we go. Alright, so now we just need to actually fucking shoot. That's the problem. Oh, wait, fuck, I forgot to, one sec, I gotta also full screen this thing too. More problem with the getting back person story. Dude, I swear, that is like so difficult for like no reason. I don't know why it's like set up like that. Like, why couldn't we just all have the same, like why don't they just make it where like everything is like interchangeable, like where you can like open a game on any of them and it just works fine. Like, that'd be so convenient for like everyone. Like, why make different type of files for like that? Like, just have everybody able to use a .exe file or everybody able to use a .app file. Like, please, I beg. That'd be so convenient. Alright, so we got that. Then, I don't know why the fuck this bullet thing is not working. God damn. Okay, so the sounds were, so literally everything here is just working except for this. We're just not wanting to fire. Okay, let's just kind of remove that. And we're just going to completely from scratch just do this really quick. And we're going to see if that fixes anything. Gun. Point. Fire. And then position Y, the same thing, but Y instead of X. Bullet object, player bullet. Target position, cursor dot X, cursor dot Y. Speed of the bullet. Gun. Bullet speed. Okay. Preview. And it doesn't shoot. Why does it not shoot? These are the questions we should be asking. Okay, so let me think then. Okay, we tried checking the Z order. We tried checking the points. We tried checking the collision mask. That's a problem. I doubt that that'll fix it though, because it still had one, so it would just been really offset. But it's not even creating bullets. Okay, so we have that. The gun variable bullet speed is 600, so it should still be moving. Good, okay. Okay, so... Okay, what if I were to just like... We're just gonna try this. I don't think this will do anything, but just out of curiosity. Oh, I didn't have any click that. There we go. I'm just gonna try this. I doubt it'll do anything, but yeah, I figured. Okay. At this point, we're just trying whatever and just hoping that it works. One sec. Okay, so that's really fucking weird because it activates everything here except for this. It just decides to just not do that. So yeah, fire bullet is in there. Yeah, this should be working. Actually, that could be one thing. One sec, let's actually try that. Let's go here and we'll do reinstall. So we're basically just removing and reinstalling that extension. It still does not work. Okay, what if I walk off of here? Does that... No? Damn. That's fucking weird. So And they are visible, because like if I spawn this in here, it's like completely fine. And that's also too, we'll go here. We'll go... That's so weird. This is so bizarre. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. It's so weird. Like there's nothing that should not be working with this. And I'm very perplexed. Because we have its collision mask. Okay, let me also go in here too. Let's do this. Oh. Was that it? No. But wait, I got an error though, so maybe progress. We're like hard coping. This is why we add copium into the game. For moments like this. One sec, we're just gonna try this too. Okay, now. That's like... what the fuck? Okay, you know what? Let's try opening this as a debugger. We'll try that. Okay, so let's start profiling. Okay, so we're gonna look at this. Okay, so 0 flare bullets on the scene. Okay, yeah, all of this looks good. That's so fucking weird. Alright, one sec. Just out of curiosity, let's try like... Okay, that probably won't do like anything at all, but... yeah, I figured. Damn, that's so fucking weird. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with this. But it's just like not wanting to work. This is like the worst kind of thing you could have in things like this, where it's like literally visually nothing is wrong. Alright, let's also error 250. This is so fucking weird. Okay, let's try like spawning another thing here, and let's try and just like switch this to play bullet 2. We'll see if that does anything. Okay, so it still doesn't. So it's not the bullet that's the problem. It's like, that's so weird that we've ruled out like everything is the problem. So it's not the point. It's not the collision mask for the gun. It's not the point. It's not the collision mask. It's not the animations. Good thing it's not even firing. This is so weird. Honestly, I might just set it aside for now and just say I'll fucking fix whatever the hell this mess is later on stream or something. Or I'll try to get it figured out and then I'll come back to you guys and be like, oh my god, guys, it was a super simple, stupid thing that I'm dumb and I forgot. I like hella forgot it. It's probably gonna be some shit like that, to be honest. One sec, let me also just give it this extra experience. Okay, you know what, we're gonna try one more thing, just to double check. I highly doubt that's the problem. Yeah, I figured. That's so fucking weird. Okay, we'll just work on that later. Sorry again for the super brain damaging ending to the stream. I have no idea what the fuck is with that. That shit's just being a little wonky, as they say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Obviously, as you see by all the progress we've made so far, we are coming along really good on this. And honestly, if I just keep working on it, I can definitely see me getting probably in like a couple of weeks, maybe like a month or two, being back to maybe a little more than a month. So yeah, maybe like 2 to 3 months or so. Yeah, would be good without its bullets. Indeed. But yeah, though I think in about like 2 months, maybe 3 months or so, depending on how everything else is going, like while adding in new stuff, we could probably get this back to the point it was, even better probably. Well, probably even a higher, like more enjoyable point than the original. But yeah, I'd say that's going really good so far. And yeah, thank you all for being so supportive and so encouraging. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.